Hi, my name is Robert Joseph Aguilar, and I use he, him pronouns. I'm a lighting designer for theater and film. So I've probably designed, I don't know, a couple hundred different projects over the years. So I've been working on, it's been almost 20 years of doing I'm a little bit of the resident designer for Intimont. So, other than just being the lighting designer, there's also like electricians and technicians. Like there's an entire technical end of lighting design that there's a lot of technical stuff that goes into it that has to happen in order for the art to happen, right? Which is all very hands-on, very physical kind of work, actually installing lighting. And then there's also programming in particular. As lighting progresses towards intelligent fixtures and intelligent lighting. And so the level of programmer you need really has to increase as well, because as that technology grows, and the technology is growing, I swear, every month, there's new things that are coming out. So really, being able to program at that level, really becomes important for the field and for lighting designers. The two, film and theater, we use different terms for things sometimes, and we think about light in a different way. In film, it really comes down to what the camera is seeing. We can adjust things to our eye, but really it comes down to what the camera is seeing in the end. And there's also an entire set of adjustments that the camera can make, where in theater we tend to use smaller, more intense fixtures, because we tend to be able to play with that contrast because we're dealing with our eye, which is ultimately more sensitive than camera and can really see a much wider range of things. I had a really good high school teacher, Mrs. Maisie Silling. I took a technical theater class as a elective one year. So I did a running start program in high school. So I was going to college and kind of just needed to take a high school class, and so I took this technical theater class. And she kind of just let me do whatever the hell I wanted, which was great. And just learning and kind of learned through doing that for a couple of years, just being I'm going to keep doing this. That I was not going to end up being an immunologist, and that I was an artist instead. It can be scary too, especially for people of color. It can be, it can feel like a very white space, and it's just have courage that you're going to find, you're going to find other people of color there as well. We're around. You just got to look for us a little harder. Theater is fun to make. It's this collaborative art form that is very unique in that way, and that you're really working with people in a way that other art forms just really aren't. And I think it makes better art for them. Being able to, and something that I think is great about education, and actually makes education in theater useful, is that it does give you a chance to experiment, right? It gives you a chance to try things. So I always knew that I wanted to be a lighting designer, but through college, I also made sure that I assisted costume designers, and that I took set design classes, and took costume design classes, because ultimately you need to be able to talk to your collaborators to be a good theater artist. You need to understand what their process is and what they're going through. To me, that's one of the best things about education in school is you can experiment. You can try things. You can go try ideas on stage that you're not going to be, that you maybe wouldn't be willing to take the risk of doing, because you don't know if it's going to work later on. So yeah, so try everything. Play around.